the village head captured a man-eating pig. He called the whole village to celebrate together. But then a hunter noticed that the wild boar was too small in size. It was not at all the pig that had eaten people a few days ago. So to verify his inner suspicion, he immediately slit open the wild boar's belly with a dagger, until he saw the residue in its stomach. He realized that this wild boar had shared food with the man-eating pig. This means that this wild boar is the spouse of that man-eating pig. Nowadays, the mate of a cannibalistic pig has died at the hands of humans. That giant creature would surely launch a revenge. At night, the village chief roasted this wild boar, but what they didn't know was that a terrible disaster was quietly approaching. At this moment, the milk on the table suddenly moved. The dog also smelled danger. The next second, there came a violent crash against the iron gate. The roar of the man-eating pig came from outside. The villagers were thrown into chaos. Several villagers immediately used things to block the iron gate. The next second, the man-eating pig broke through the wall. With its roar, the lights overhead were all shattered one by one. Then the man-eating pig charged straight at the villagers. To stop the beast, men raised their guns and fired. But unexpectedly, the bullets couldn't penetrate it at all. Then the man-eating pig walked towards the man. The man was so scared that he wet his pants. Just when he thought he couldn't escape death, the man-eating pig left unexpectedly. At this time, the old hunter arrived at the scene. He warned the man that all things have spirituality, and said that the beast would never let it go. So the old hunter formed a hunting team, and began to search for the trail of the man-eating pig. After a long trek, they soon found the footprints of the man-eating pig on the ground. Following the footprints, they came to its lair. They took their weapons and walked into the cave. They found that the man-eating pig was not there, but there were several man-eating pig cubs. To prevent these piglets from growing up to harm people, a man stabbed a little pig to death with a dagger. They prepared to take one back for research, and finally poured gasoline to burn the rest. But what they didn't expect was that the miserable wails of the piglets were heard by the man-eating pig that was foraging. Just as everyone was ready to leave, they ran straight into the returning man-eating pig.